The president of Kenya has taken drug dealers such as Hassan Ali Joho, put them into the cabinet and turned him into ministers. Hassan Ali Joho and his team, they're all needed in New York because of the Akasha drug dealers.
So this is Dr. Amkeni. For those who don't know, Dr. Amkeni is a human rights activist who resides in Holland. And recently I did a story on him because he has successfully filed a case against President William Ruto at the ICC. So I've done this story. You can check it on this page. So Dr. Amkeni is saying that first thing first, mining CS Hassan Joho should not be in the cabinet secretary because this is a man who is not clean. Dr. Amkeni is alleging that Hassan Joho is a man who has been in so many scandals, including the drug dealing scandals, and he is linking Hassan Joho to Akasha brothers who are prosecuted and jailed for 25 years and 23 years in 2019. So Dr. Amkeni further says that
the Akasha drug dealers at the moment have already been jailed in New York. They've been jailed for 25 years, and yet the Minister for Mining in Kenya is still running on the loose.
This comes a few hours after Hassan Joho made a controversial statement while in Taita Taveta, saying that Kenyans on social media are wrong to criticize Ruto and they are wrong to criticize this government. So Kenyans are starting this campaign. I'm seeing the likes of Akina Miguna have started this campaign and hashtag on social media. The hashtag goes saying that drug dealer Joho must fall. The hashtag drug dealer Joho must fall. So this is the hashtag the Kenyans are using on social media or on Twitter to strike back at Hassan Joho for telling them to keep silent, or rather not to criticize this government. What Hassan Joho needs to understand that criticism is not a bad thing to do. Criticism has been there, is there, and it will always be there. What Hassan Joho should mind is to ensure that he's doing something in his docket. First thing first, he is so lucky that he is a cabinet secretary, because our country, Kenya, looks like we are in a very bad state to a point of having somebody like Hassan Joho to be a cabinet secretary. So first thing first, Hassan Joho should be thankful that he is a cabinet secretary. In another country, I think Hassan Joho, with all the scandals surrounding him and with all that we know about Hassan Joho, I think in a very functioning democracy, Hassan Joho should not be near government and near any power. So first thing first, he should be very thankful that at least we are in a country whereby rule of law is ignored, constitution is ignored, and all that. So seeing that the Hassan Joho say that he is coming for those who are criticizing government, this is a threat, if you ask me, or I don't know if this is a warning, but I don't feel safe with these words. We know what it has been happening in our country for the last 3 months. We've seen cases of abductions, killings, and people missing. So Hassan Joho making this statement at this point, it is not sitting well with me. I'm asking this question: what are they planning to do to these Kenyans? What are they intending to do to these young people who are criticizing them? Are they planning to abduct them? Are they planning to I don't know. I'm even worried with this statement by Hassan Joho, but time will tell. The young people or the Gen Z who are criticizing the government, they're telling them that we are doing so, and because they're telling us we are spending most of our time on social media, we are doing so because you have failed to create job opportunities for us. You have failed to make this country function. You have failed to just make everything work in this country. So we are so idle, and so we are going to spend most of our times to remind you to do what you are supposed to do. This is a statement from Kenyans because they are saying that The government cannot make us jobless and at the same time want us to keep quiet. It is not going to happen. And they're saying that they will continue to criticize Ruto and his regime until they get to understand what they need to do. If you ask me, I think it is just Ruto trying to control everything, and because most of these the recent attacks on Kenyans is coming from those CSS from the ODM side, and these try to just kuwachokoza wa Kenya and all that. So I think for Hassan Joho, I think is crossing the red line, because freedom of speech is enshrined in our constitution, and it should let people talk. If he chooses to do his work as it's supposed to, then nobody will come for his neck. But if he chooses to do otherwise, because we are in a country whereby tunasikia, even now as we speak, we're being told that Uhuru Park is being leased to a private investor to turn it to a commercial hub or something like that. Like, yani, every day Kenyans wake up to a new secrets deal, to a new issues. It's like, I don't know what this regime really want. So many secret deals. Yani, as somebody once said that one day we will wake up and this country tutastukia that this country is gone, and it is so worried that you wake up, you find there is this scandal going on, this deal is going on, so who is coming to invest on what, so many secrets. So as much as the government don't want Kenyans to criticize them, anything, any public property, any deal concerning any public property should be made public, should be on in public domain. No secret should be involved. So for Hassan Joho, I think he should relax. He's a cabinet secretary. This thing of trying so hard to please Ruto is not good. Just do your work. Ruto will do his work. Kenyans will do his part. Kenyans are paying tax. Kenyans are paying tax, and they want to see the tax working for them. You cannot keep taxing Kenyans and then expect nothing from them. Kenyans want to see good roads. Kenyans want to see good school. Kenyans, they want to see good infrastructure, because every time you wake up is about, you want to tax what? You want to tax farmers, you want to tax these small businesses, you want to tax everything. So for Kenyans to keep on Kenyans keep on paying tax, and you keep on adding these taxes, then this money shall not go in your pocket. This money should work back for Kenyans. So Hassan Joho, I think I've seen the likes of blogger Cyprian Nyakundi saying that they are collecting some information about Hassan Joho, his businesses, his deals and all that, and soon they are going to expose. So this is a fight between Hassan Joho and Kenyans on social media. But I know who is not going to win. I know, because Kenyans on X, especially Kenyans on Twitter, or on X, formerly Twitter, they are so ruthless when it comes to this kind of fight. So the kind of hashtag they're going to use on Hassan Joho, I think, is not going to please, and I'm afraid he might ask President William Ruto to shut down social media. And if there is something Kenyans are thanking God for, is the Elon Musk buying Twitter. I'm sure if it were the previous owners, by now Twitter ingekuwa imefungwa. This one is so sure. We thank God that Elon Musk is a very straight man, and he is also a revolutionary. He's a man who wants to see changes. So for now, I think it will be difficult for this regime to ask Elon Musk to shut down Twitter, especially in Kenya. So I think that is a platform that is so safe for Kenyans as we speak. I'm not sure about these other social platforms, but one thing I'm sure of is at least for now, Twitter is a safe space, and Elon Musk, the owner, allows for freedom of speech. Is a man who has been crusading about freedom of speech, and this really favors Kenyans. So Hassan Joho should be just mind about his docket. We want to see what his docket is bringing in Kenya. It's a very good, crucial docket, mining. So there is a lot is expected from that docket. And so he should stop fighting Kenyans on social media. Let them criticize the government. What the government need to do is to work. These other threats, warning here and there is not going to help anyone. Is not going to help Kenyans. Is not going to help government. Is not going to help Kenyans, because Kenyans are asking simple question. You're taxing us. What are you bringing back to us? It is a very simple and straightforward question. For President William Ruto, that should not be something complicated. He should show Kenyans that with all these taxes I'm collecting from you, I am doing something visible, something impactful. At the end of the day, we want to see our taxes working for us. So that is it for me for today. Thanks for watching, and this is Sophia Live.